A chest is cut open, the heart is exposed. It does not matter what you believe. It beats or it does not. When a doctor performs heart surgery, they are not guessing. They know how the heart works. They have studied the valves, the chambers, how blood flows, how pressure builds, what must be cut and what must be left untouched. That knowledge is precise. It was gathered over time with study, observation, evidence. And with that knowledge, what once felt out of reach now becomes their hands. Same with the pilot. Before flying, they learn about lift, drag, engine failure, weather system. They don't just believe that they can fly, they understand. Through knowledge, whatever once seemed impossible is now in the sky. And now we reach the question humanity has asked longer than any other. Who created us? It's a question spoken in temples, written in philosophy, debated in science and whispered in suffering. But to even begin to answer that, wouldn't we first need to know who is asking? Who is the one saying, who creates us? Let's slow everything down. From birth, learning begins. The baby does not choose it, it just happens. Milk is found, language is absorbed, actions are mirrored. And over time, the human learns how to walk, how to speak, how to do math, how to build, how to survive. Learning becomes identity. I know, therefore I am. But eventually, the learning reaches a wall. One day, a child asks, where did we come from? And now the mind can't answer, so it searches. Not learns, searches, because there is nothing left to memorize. It tries belief, it tries doubt, it tries books, teachers, stars, spirits. But it never asks, who is the one trying to find out? Pause here. Who is the one trying to answer the question? What is this me that wants to know? Take everything you think you are. Your name, your language, your gender, your nationality, your belief, even the color you see in the mirror. All of it was given to you, passed down, taught, agreed upon. Not discovered, not investigated, just inherited. Even the very word green, you did not discover it, you were told and agreed. So what do you know that is truly your own? Is there anything you have discovered directly without being told? Look at the body. It breathes without your permission. It heals, cuts, grows hair, digests food. No one taught it. It does not need belief. The body is being lived, and yet the mind says, I live. Who is this I? Not the body. The body appears in awareness, just like thoughts, just like sounds, just like the question. All of it appears, and all of it is seen. Even looking at it scientifically. After scientific death, everything believed to be oneself lies still before cremation. It does not speak. When it spoke, it thought it was this image, this body, this information. But the information remains, and that which mistook itself for the information is no longer expressing through the form. So what is saying? That's not a spiritual question. It is not poetic. It is not a mystery. It is not philosophical. It is not religious. It is not a search for meaning. It's simply observation, pure and untainted by belief. There is something that knows the body, knows the thought, knows the question. And that something cannot be found in memory. It is not belief. It is not culture. It is not idea. It is before all of that. It does not come and go. It watches coming and going. It does not need to find the answer. It is what the answer is made of. It is what the question arises in, what the self arises in, what the entire universe arises in. There is no separate creator outside of life. There is only life appearing as many forms, forgetting itself and then remembering. Not through effort. Not through seeking, just through clarity. When you see that everything you know about yourself has been borrowed, you begin to look deeper. And when you look without identity, without belief, without reference, you find nothing. But that nothing is not empty, it is full of everything. It is life aware of itself through no one. And from that moment, the question no longer belongs to anyone. Because the one who asked it is gone, and what remains does not need to ask, it simply is. And what is was never created. Take a breath. There is no rush. Just like knowledge is required to precisely perform heart surgery, the same kind of knowledge is also required to discover who you truly are. Without the knowledge of truth, what you have learnt yourself to be only seems real. What you are was here before the question, and it will be here after the question ends. This is not a belief. This is not spiritual. This is not mystical. It is the one thing that cannot be denied. It is what is hearing right now. And it needs no answer, because it was never missing. Now listen. If you are part of this creation, if this form is within the vastness of life, then one asking is not separate from the one being asked about. The questioner and the creator are not two. They are the same illusion seen from two directions. And when both are seen through, neither remains. Not you, not creator, no gap to fill. Only this, unmoving, unspoken, unborn. And somehow, in the middle of this, a question once appeared. But now, even the question has no place left to land. Because the one who wanted to know has vanished into what always was. And what remains is not a person, not a name, not a belief. The breath, the heartbeat, the very pulse of life, all happening perfectly in this moment. Yet mind remains preoccupied with how it happened, missing the wonder of what is already here, happening. Even if you discover who created you, what would that change? For thousands of years, the answer has been imagined, not found. Scientists study for a lifetime, yet the very thing searching remains unknown. Because it searches through what it's being told, not through what it is. The answer lies in the one who is trying to find the answer. It is the very essence itself, which through the veil of borrowed ideas becomes someone. And in asking the question, one realizes there was never a questioner.